morning, everybody, and welcome to another podcast by myself, HMK. And what are we going to be talking today? Well, today, first of all, we're going to give a very, very special shout out to Sidfu1, who is generously and kindly giving us the Fortress Craft Frozen Factory update add-on. So we will be adding that on later on today, and we'll be having a look at that, and we will obviously be enjoying that and seeing what new stuff we have, because it's a game I do like, and like I've just posted on the forums, I might bitch about the game, but I think as a customer we have the right to bitch. But we also have to remember that DJ, who's the game designer or the game code writer or that, and his other assistants, like the graphics people and the music people and stuff like that, they work very hard to bring us a game that we enjoy. And we have to respect what they're doing. We can't just turn around and say, oh, we want this, we want that. It's not our game. It's their game. It's a game that they like to do. It's a game they like to make and publish. And what we have to remember is we buy that game because it's something that we have an interest in. Now, I've done 900 plus hours on Fortress Craft Evolved, so I think I have the right to view my comments. The community don't like it when I view my comments. I've been called really, really bad names and stuff like that, but no matter what I believe and what I bitch about, DJ has done a good game. So we are looking forward to playing this new Frozen Factory update, because it's coming out in our new Let's Play series. Now, if you've been following it, it's been a slow progress, because we don't rush. We don't like to rush. We like to take our time. We like to explore. We like to get things running to where I call that there are several stages in the game, and we're still on stage 1. And stage 1 is getting all of your basic ores, which are coal, copper, tin, iron, lithium, running to your base and fully automated, so you can just leave it running. And the only time you have to interfere with it is when you need to go and find a new resource block. That, to me, is stage 1. Stage 2 is when you have to work out how to get past the cold section. Okay? That is stage 2. And that is, or was, last time I played it, fairly easy. Okay, and you just basically dug straight down. But because we are on the Iron Man settings, we can't just dig straight down, because if we just dig straight down and we fall into a cavern and die, that's it. We've lost everything that we're carrying. So we've got to work out how to get past the cold caverns. Now, once you get past the cold caverns, we're on stage 3, because getting past stage 2, getting past the cold caverns and doing whatever's in the cold caverns, is stage 2. So once we're on stage 3, you're looking for things like gold, titanium, and the other harder T2 ores, which, once you've got all of those done and you've got all of those automated coming into your base and being stored, we go on to what I call stage 4. Now, stage 4 is putting your orbital array online. Now, I've never completed stage 4. I've never been able to manage to do it because it's not easy. And the only way that I've seen people do it currently, and I may be wrong, and please, if anyone out there has done it a different way, do leave a comment and leave a link so we can go and verify it, is that if you want to open up the rush mode, which is the end of stage 4 because you've got your orbital array online, is to do it in permanent day, okay, because you've got permanent power in. I've never seen anyone do it on a day-night cycle, and I've never seen anyone do it on permanite. Now, we're doing it on permanite. I mean, you might think, well, why on earth are we doing it on a permanite? And why are we even doing a series on Fortress Craft Evolved in permanite? And the reason why we're doing permanite is because we want to show that there's more to Fortress Craft Evolved if you just change a few of the settings. If you've done the easy mode and you've done everything else like that, and you've done it on permaday, then like DJ suggests, get a few of the mods out there. You know, try some of those. Do different harder settings. Because if you remember, there's two types, in my opinion, there's two types of mods in the game, and that is what I call the cuddly mobs, which is like slimes and Minox and all those kind of little things. And you can have Minox pets if you put down at the right level, you put down a conveyor belt and you don't put a gun near it, you can have a Minox guard, okay, because they'll just sit on the conveyor belt, nothing's feeding it, and that's it. It's actually a way to actually grow a hive mind as well, because you'll put around the hive mind a couple of Minox on the conveyor belt, you'll put down a hopper, and then you'll go and feed it some rubble or some ore or whatever, and it will eat that, and the hive mind will grow, and then you'll just go and mine the hive mind or blow it up, you know. So yeah, you've got to be very, very careful when you start the game, because everybody considers it's a Minecraft spin-off. Now, it's not, because there's really only one thing that is the same between Fortress Craft Evolved and Minecraft, and that is that it is a voxel game, okay? And what I mean by that is, you dig one block, you place one block. That is what a voxel game is, okay? That is it. There is no other similarity. Because if you watch Minecraft, you need food, you need water, you need to cook food. In Fortress Craft Evolved, your food is the energy that you produce. This is why we're always telling you, make sure you go back to your energy. Make sure you carry energy batteries. Make sure, you know, you can get back to your energy supply. Even if you're at 0%. If you've watched how I do my Let's Play, I have, when I dig down to the cold level, I have torches all along. So if I run out of power, I can stay by those torches and get back to base and get that power. When I start going further on down the line, I have a special power line that I can go to, and all it is to go and collect power, because I don't want my drills running out and stuff like that. And for those of you that really, really hate the cold and know that putting down conveyor belts, they go really slow, and in I presume they still do. That's my fault, by the way, because I suggested to DJ, well over a year ago now, it's got to be at least, that having a T1 conveyor belt go past a certain level and still work is not challenging enough. So that's why when you go to the cold level, your conveyor belts will go super slow, because you'll need to use a T2 conveyor belt until you get up past the cold level. Now if you go further down, you'll find that if you use a T1 conveyor belt, it will corrupt, it will spin around, it won't stay in the direction it is. Again, you need to use a T2. That's because I suggested it. Okay? So you can blame me for that. And the community suggested other things. It's like when the Wasps, when they first came out, they were ultra slow. But now they're at the right speed, they're at the right hit points. So what a lot of the community were asking for was, when they did the drops, yeah, it was a hassle to run around and go and get them. So DJ did something that's called a Falcon, which when you've got set up and you've got researched, they will go out and pick up all the bits that are dropped. So it keeps your lag down and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff in the game that when people come on and play for a few hours and say, oh, this is like Minecraft and stuff like that, it really is annoying, because all they're seeing is that they're blinkered in the way that it's one block, one dig. Now you look at the gun that DJ has given you, the mining gun that DJ has given you, right? That in itself is totally different in the game style that I've seen, because you've got a couple of settings on that. You can do one block at a time. You keep finger on the mouse and it will just knock all the blocks out. And then you've got super dig, whereas if you press control and left mouse button, I believe it is, you will super dig, because it will go really quick and take out lots of stuff. Also uses a lot of energy. Now currently there's only one power suit upgrade. You go from one battery to another battery. I'm hoping in time that we'll have a third one where you'll need to survive in the lava level. And that's another thing that has come out. And I remember I was doing a live stream and we had DJ in the room. And I was like, hey look, we love this lava level. And DJ said to me, I remember quite clearly in live chat, he said, you're not supposed to be there. You're not supposed to be in the lava level. And we were live streaming it. So DJ at the time went out and upgraded the lava section. So unless you're wearing the correct suit HUD, I don't know whether it's been brought in or not, you will not survive in the lava section anymore. And it is quite enjoyable to be able to break the game and then have DJ go and fix it. I find it a challenge when he says, oh, we brought out this thing and it works and does this, and then it's broken and we break it on live stream. It's a shame that my PC can't really live stream anymore because it's getting past its due date. But we are saving up to get a 4-core motherboard. So we're hoping to get that by next year. Unless obviously we get a lot more subscribers and donations and stuff like that. But yeah, I would love to redo a live stream show on a Saturday again and say, right, okay, here we are, we're going to be doing live streaming on a Saturday for Fortress Craft Evolved, and just Fortress Craft Evolved, because the other games I like to do off screen. But all I'm going to say is, if you like something different, Fortress Craft Evolved is the game for you. because there's something unique about Fortress Craft Evolved. This is why I have 900 hours on the game, and it's that the game is too cheap. Okay. Now DJ did explain it's not him that sets the price. It's the Steam people that set the price, and I have seen some games that are more priced than what Fortress Craft Evolved is. Yeah, and they're nowhere near as good as what Fortress Craft Evolved is. They don't have the content, they don't have the gameplay. So it's a shame. Now, if I had more money coming in, which I currently don't, I would actually subscribe to DJ's patron list, because I think what he does is very good. The mod support side can be very frustrating though, and the mod community, I think at the moment, and this is my opinion, can be very snobbish. I've had people say to me that when I was doing my Broken Wasp mod, that just because I changed the XML code does not make me a modder. Now, in my opinion, it does, because I've changed the way the game plays, and that's a modification. Now, a lot of people, I believe, do a lot of it in C or C++ or another code language, which I can't get my head around. So I have to work in XML. Now, the XML manual that we get isn't always very clear. Now, I did do a little series on how to do it, but I'm not too sure whether that's up to date. And I may or may not, after the Let's Play is done, I may remake the Broken Wasp mod and do little bits and pieces and get it going, so you can have like a coal factory and stuff like that. Because we've been doing, even though we've not been doing the mod, we've been doing a lot of work with paint programs and stuff like that, so we can do alpha channels and Java channels and all sorts of stuff to make stuff a lot better when we do redo the mod. Now, you'll see, if you watch my Let's Play series, you'll see that I have a gravestone with a spider on it. Now, that was a very funny story. DJ did an update, and the spider bot, which I call Henrietta, was put on such an outlying range that we couldn't find her. So we were live streaming again, I believe, and me and a couple of guys took the piss out of DJ saying, "It's killed Henrietta." So that's why you'll see Henrietta walking closer around your base. And Henrietta has evolved quite a lot. She now apparently has an update station. She now has weapons that you have to make and all sorts of goodies. So we're looking forward to doing a update for Henrietta. And the thing I don't like about the game is the start. And it's one of those where the tutorial, I think, should be kept separate from the main game. But again, that's my opinion. Because when we first started, it was a lot harder to start off with, because you were just put in the game and that was it. You didn't know what to do. You had to go and look for a Let's Play. You had to ask the community. So DJ, in his right mind and thinking, did do the tutorial, which only takes you about 5-10 minutes to do, but I think long-term people that have played it for a while know what we're doing, and to have to go through that is quite annoying. but we grim and bear it. Some people might like it, but me personally, I don't like it. The other thing I don't like about Fortresscraft Evolved currently is when you go into the login screen to go and pick your planet, I hate the music. I think it is awful. You know, but if we had an option when we logged in to lower the music volume down, then, you know, that would be great. The only thing that we have at the moment is you turn it on and you turn it off. And this is one of the few games that I actually do some teaching episodes, and I really must do a lot more of them, because there's a lot of people out there asking questions that are always there and are always repeated, and some of them are just really basic. I mean, me the other day, I went to the community, and I was so annoyed that the missions on the right hand side kept on saying your coal line is out, your coal line is out, your coal line is out, and it was streaming down the thing, and I was saying, well, how on earth do you turn it off? So I went and posted on the community about baby instructions, because I was finding them annoying, and I had 2 replies from 2 of the people in the community. One of the replies worked and one of the replies didn't. So a big thank out for the community for telling me how to fix it, because even though I've played for 900 hours, doesn't mean to say that I am an expert on the game. I'm not by a long shot, but I think I've got some knowledge in how to do things. It's like when the really basic copper conveyors came out, everybody was annoyed with them. But there is actually a very valuable use for them, because when you first start off, that's all you're going to have is copper lines, and you're not going to have the T1 lines. Now when you do upgrade to a T1 line, you only need 1 to start off with. Now copper lines can come in very useful for moving huge amounts of stuff from one area to another area at a nice steady pace. So if you haven't got the resources to make T1 lines or T2 lines, or even the T3 line, which uses an awful lot of power, then you go and use copper lines. Now 3 copper lines will move the same amount as a T1 single line, okay, because you can have 3 lines coming out of a hopper. Now you imagine you're putting in 100 units from 1 T line, and then you've got 3 copper lines. That T1 line will not keep up, okay, and then when you put that copper line back into another hopper and it has a T1 line running outside of it, yeah, it will never block up. I use copper lines mainly from the dig face to a main line, which is normally T1, T2 when you get past the cold levels. And what I normally do is I have 3 copper lines coming out, and I then, when I've got the materials, I upgrade it to a T1 line. If I still find that I need to have more, I will upgrade it to a T2 line, and that's the way I run it, and I find that that combination works very well. Now I haven't looked at recently at the creative side of things, and I don't know if that's been done, but that would be really nice if it was, because we could do a lot of tutorials on there. But we will be doing them again. We will be explaining a few things as we go and we learn. It's like your first power plant is coal, okay? And then once you get to the biomass level, you'll start doing turbines and stuff like that, and then you've got solar panels. But with permanite, you've got no solar panels, and you've got to think of, well, how can I make the coal better? So DJ has put in an item that makes the coal better. So there's a lot in the game that you can play that you might not realise. And then when he brought out the Frozen Factory add-on and people were moaning, a lot of the community turned around and said, well, you pay for add-ons when games like World of Warcraft come out. You pay for add-ons when other games come out with EVE Online, because you pay a monthly subscription. So everything out there you really have to pay for. There's not really any free games, because people can't make free games. It's like I can't do my YouTube channel as much as I like when I'm working, because I'm working, I've got to make a living. It's only because I'm not working currently at the moment that there's so many videos going up online, and these are the games that I like to play. Now, some of the games I don't play as often as possibly some people would like, but then if they don't leave comments, if they don't leave thumbs up, how am I supposed to know whether or not they like the game? This is what I'm always trying to say to people that watch my videos. Leave a like, leave a comment, okay? Send me an email, you know, and all of this dictates what game gets played. You can now look at every single one of my videos, past and present, and it will go to a voting board, yeah? And if you vote for your game, it will get played more. Now, currently, the top game that I like to play at the moment is Emporium Galactic Survival. Then I like to play Farming Simulator 2017, and then comes Fortress Craft Evolved. Now, the reason I'm only doing Fortress Craft Evolved is because my subscriber base has asked me to do it, okay? And that's why I'm doing it, because someone asked me to say, well, why aren't you doing Fortress Craft Evolved anymore? So just remember, when you buy the game or you look at the game, you're researching a game, find someone who actually has played more than 20 hours, okay? There's a lot of Let's Plays out there. There's a lot of people out there that have done a lot of Let's Plays. Just go watch it. But go watch someone who has got it up to date, not 6 months or a year, okay? Because they're out of date. And that's what you've got to remember. If you go and watch something that's out of date, yeah, you're going to get the wrong information. Now, I don't know the current YouTube people that are out there doing the series, Let's Play series that is up to date. But if you ever watch one of mine after listening to this, it will be the current Let's Play, okay? It won't be 6 months old. It won't be a year old. It will be whatever DJ has let out as the main game. It won't be the experimental line. It will be the line that is available for people that don't want to do bugs, people that don't want to go and do the experimental line. It's the one that is up to date that you can go and play. Okay? Now, if you watch the series from the start, you will be out of date. But if you go and watch the episodes towards the end, you will be in date. But I always say watch it from the start, because it helps me out. I get more watch time, but it also shows you how to get your base started. And that is the main thing, is once you know how to get your base started and you played it a few times, you can say, oh, I know that, I can skip all that and I can just rush through that because I know how to do it because I've watched HMK, okay, or I've watched DJ, or I've watched Sidfu 1, or I've watched somebody else. You've got the experience behind you, you've got the game time behind you. You might have even done your own Let's Play. So, that's all I'm going to say on Fortresscraft Evolved today. I think it's a good game. It's got a lot of potential. I hope DJ carries on putting more content in. But there's going to come a time when DJ stops doing Fortresscraft Evolved. And I'm actually looking forward to that day, because he's worked hard on Fortresscraft Evolved, and I will be looking forward to his next game, whatever he makes, and I hope he sends me a key so I can start streaming that game. Even though we don't always have the same opinion, his game work is one of the best that I've come across. This is why I back DJ, and I always do a shout out for him when I'm doing other games. And that's it for now. Have fun, stay safe, enjoy Fortresscraft Evolved, and we'll see you next time.